trust in us is unshaken. Every challenge we awaken, His wisdom never mistaken. Victory, our taken. Who's the man with the plan? That's right. Got the team in his hands.
All right. Well, all right, everybody, welcome in. Come on, bring up the energy because it's time for the Sis Sandra Show!
#1 destination for great music, a little tea, and a whole lot of inspiration. But today's chit chat, y'all, it's tender. It's heavy, and it's real. Because grief is that teacher none of us ever ask for. But all of us, at some point, will meet. It strips us bare, breaks us open, and makes us question everything we thought we knew about love, life, and sometimes even God. Our guest today knows that valley very well. When her father passed away, the weight of that loss could have buried her. But instead, she allowed grief to become her guide, showing her that tears can cleanse, silence can teach, and love can live on in ways that we never expected. Today, we're talking about grief as a teacher with the incredible Silvia right here on the lavender couch. Miss Silvia Šuvadová. Did I say that right?
Come on.
So we need y'all to get all comfy.
Yeah.
Grab your bubbly beverage. And let's get this show started. Let's get it started. Woo! Listen, before we dive into today's chit chat, we the people are disgusted. Did y'all know that? That the people are disgusted. Now, y'all, this one right here is a gut punch city. Milwaukee police pulled up to a storage unit. Yes, I said a storage unit, and found not one, not two, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids locked inside the storage unit. The youngest was 2 months old. The oldest, 9. There was no power, no water, no nothing. How in the world did it even get this far? The cops say that they got a late night call, rolled up around 1:30 in the morning, and had to call the fire crew just to bust the door down. What they found behind it has the whole city just shaken. Thankfully, none of the babies were physically hurt, thank you, God. But the outrage is loud and it's real. 2 adults, 33-year-old Charles Duprier and 26-year-old Isaiah Zielinski, have already been cuffed. Charges are on the way as investigators try to piece together how long these kids were living like this and who knew about it. Some neighbors swear they saw the family coming and going. Others say they never saw a single child. Either way, the question's the same. How could this happen? We are living in America.
Yeah.
Come on.
But it's always been the same stories that we keep hearing. Somebody got to be in charge or responsible. Somebody got to take the fall, or somebody got to pay the price for this kind of stuff.
Yes, I
'cause
mean,
last
they
year
do.
we
They
covered
do. And I always question in this regard, times are really hard.
Yeah.
And I see people talking about, saving money, and now there's a better way to live. You can live in a storage unit. You can have your business in a storage unit. Everyone's trying to figure out a way to survive and also get ahead. And I don't know if this was the intent of these parents, that they ran out of everything. I mean, if you are homeless, you don't have lights, you don't have water, you don't have all of the necessities. And I just want to know, how can this happen in a country as great as America?
Well, said a mouthful.
Come
That's
on.
great.
Yeah.
As great
America.
as America. All right. So let's just go ahead and get into this chit chat, because I don't think any of us are going to figure that answer out right now. Y'all, grief is one of those teachers none of us ask for, but all of us at some point, like I said, will meet. It strips us, it breaks us, it makes us question everything we thought we knew about love, life, our God. But sometimes grief is also the doorway into healing, into transformation, and into a deeper connection with spirit than we've ever known. Our guest today knows that journey very well. Her father passed away. She walked through that valley of loss. But instead of letting it bury her, she allowed grief to become her guide. Today, she teaches others how to honor their pain, embrace their tears, and discover the light waiting on the other side. Joining us for this heavy conversation is internationally acclaimed Slovak actress Silvia Šuvadová. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm a big fan, and
Oh,
it's
my
such an
goodness.
honor for me to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. It's an honor to have you here. Thank you again. So let's talk about the first wave, Silvia. Can you take us back to that moment when you first lost your father? And I'm so sorry you lost your father. What did that grief feel like in your body, in your spirit?
Right. So I was not prepared for that, because I meditated. I prayed to God to heal my father.
Yes.
And he did. He
Yes.
healed him for 3 years that I got a chance to be with him, to care for him.
Yes.
And so it was a shock. It was a very big shock for me. And I was not prepared, because I felt, yes, that's my man.
Oh, wow. Such a handsome man. Yeah.
I was not, we're not educated. No one tells us one day when you're,
You just don't know, right?
Yeah, we don't
That
know.
is such a mystery. You don't know when it's coming, but they say we're supposed to be prepared.
Yes.
The silence of the loss after the passing of your father, Silvia, was there a moment when the world felt completely silent to you, like nothing made sense anymore?
yes, I'm very spiritual. I'm an actress, but also very spiritual.
Yes.
And we call it in spirituality the dark night of the soul. That period of life when everything just turns dark.
Yes.
And it's like watching a film, and everyone is watching a romantic comedy, and you just start seeing the screen just cracks, and you see a horror film.
Oh,
and you're looking
wow.
at everybody, and you're saying, "Oh my God, do you see what happened?" And they said, just, it's how life works. It's the
Wow.
way of life, just move on. And I couldn't do that.
No, I think it's easier said than done. When people say, oh, you just move on, and it's like, ugh. It takes time to be able to move on, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I am what they call, even psychology calls it now, a highly sensitive person,
Okay.
HSP. And they say about 20 people on Earth are highly sensitive people.
Really?
Yes.
Only 20 on the whole planet?
On the 20.
And you're one of them.
I'm one of them. But it seems But Sandra, I thought I was the only one when I was a little girl.
Really?
I was so sensitive, and I thought all these people are smiling, and I'm feeling so much, so deep. So I thought I was the only one. So it was
Wow.
actually a revelation for me to know,
That there are
it's
other people.
20% of us.
I
you
know, that's amazing.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So when did you first realize, Silvia, grief wasn't just pain, it was trying to teach you something?
Well, again, I'm very spiritual, and God, Jesus, Mary, light, it's like they're my everyday companion.
Yes.
And it felt when it happened like I was betrayed by the light.
Yes, I mean, many people feel that way, and you start to question God and question,
Yes.
and we're always taught, you don't question God.
Exactly.
And it's like, but I got questions, God. Why did you take this person that I love so much, such a great person? Now, you've said you still feel your father's spiritual presence guiding you. How has grief changed the way you understand love that doesn't end with death?
Right. So I think when our heart is cracked and broken into pieces, the only way is to give up or heal the heart.
Correct.
And then by healing, the heart becomes much larger, bigger.
Yes.
So I didn't know at that time that by choosing to heal myself and not to, close off and shut down and become bitter
Right.
and closed and not to feel anymore, I didn't know that by healing my heart, I will expand so much consciousness-wise and will be able to help
Yes,
others.
other people get through this hard period of life. So the breaking point, was there a moment in your grief where you thought you wouldn't make it through? And what pulled you back?
Well, that's a very interesting question. I thought, this is a very sensitive topic because
Yes.
we are taught God is always with us.
Yes.
But it doesn't always feel like that.
Correct.
So it didn't feel like that when it happened. And I said, I'm done with the light. I'm done with teaching people and being spiritual, And then I had a very spiritual experience when 4 months after my dad went to heaven, I went to Salzburg in Austria on this very mystical, mysterious mountain called Untersberg. And I felt like I received the light from above. And I started to cry, and I cried for a few hours. And then something shifted, and I started to have this creative energy. And I said, okay, I know what to do. I need to go and talk about it.
On the mountain,
On the
it
mountain.
was given to you.
It was
like
given
you
to me.
should do.
Light entered me. I wouldn't believe that.
And we're going to be right back with that. Don't y'all go nowhere. For the culture. welcome back to the Cassandra Show. Thank you all so much for joining us. Yes, listen, before we went to break, I'm sitting here having a very heavy discussion with an internationally acclaimed Slovakian actress. Her name is Silvia Šuvadová. Silvia, we're talking about the loss of your father and the impact it had. And there was something that was holding on to you, but then you went away, went to a mountaintop. I love it. It's a beautiful story. And that feeling of understanding and your assignment to move forward was very clear to you. So many people carry grief physically through sickness, fatigue, or heaviness. How did grief show up in your body, and how did you learn to release it?
Well, before this happened, I already worked with my emotions because before I left, I used to live in Los Angeles because I was in an Oscar-winning film, Kolia.
Yay!
It was a Czech Oscar-winning film, and I was very sensitive and I didn't know how to work with my emotions. So I was getting physically sick because if we don't move emotions, right, if we don't process them, we get physically sick.
Correct.
So I already learned how to work with my emotions, that I have to feel everything to the fullest.
So you embraced all the pain. You wanted
So-
everything to come to you.
Yes, so I think the only way how to heal our pain is to go inside of the pain. It's like if we freeze the pain, it's like an ice cube. It's frozen. A part of us freezes in the past and it stays there. And we try to move on, but we can't, you know?
Because we're frozen in time.
We're frozen
We
in
need
time.
to embrace
Exactly.
it and let everything
Exactly.
fall out.
Exactly.
Oof,
Yes.
Come on now. So what practices, whether meditation, art, or teaching, helped you begin to transform grief into healing and purpose?
So by healing myself, by feeling my emotions to the fullest, crying, screaming,
Yes.
shaking the body,
Yes.
you know, taking like 3 times during the day, I had to go and heal the pain, you know? So eventually I started to feel stronger and stronger,
Yes.
even stronger before my dad went to
Wow.
heaven. So I very naturally started to be very creative. And after my experience on the mountain, I knew I have to start a spiritual school. So I created an online spiritual school and I turned my grief into a greater love and into a gift.
I love it. Your grief into a greater love. That's so powerful. For someone watching right now who is in the middle of fresh grief, crying themselves to sleep, barely surviving, what would you say to them in this moment with this new grief that they're trying to understand?
Yeah, so the early stage, it's literally called the early grief. And as horrible as it sounds, you know, they will come out of this, you know,
Yes.
where the crack in our heart happens, the light can enter, the greater light. So I would not recommend to skip the grief and to pretend everything is fine. I would recommend to take the time, even if it's 1 year or 2 years, and to go within.
Let the
And
grief just completely almost consume you.
yeah, we have to
Wow.
go into that, into
Yes.
the pain.
Don't avoid
into the
it.
grief.
Yes.
Scream, cry, beat the pillow.
Do
whatever.
everything you can.
Yes. And it will like with the ice cube, you know, when you
Yes.
cut it,
Yes.
it needs to dissolve. The energy, the pain, the emotion, the grief needs to dissolve
It needs
into
to
the
dissolve.
space.
It needs to melt. It needs to dissolve.
and
It needs to-
and become a part of everything instead of be contained in us.
Yes, I
because it
understand
hurts.
that. It does.
Yeah.
Let it go away. There's a teacher none of us ever ask for, but like I said, we always meet it. It's grief. It's going to strip us bare. It breaks us open. It makes us question everything around us that we love, our lives, and our God. But grief also has a way of becoming a doorway into healing, into transformation, into a deeper connection with our spirit. Before the show, we gave our guest a notebook, a pen, and a quiet moment, a chance to write a letter to the version of herself who thought the pain would never loosen its grip, the version who hadn't yet learned that grief can break us and still build us. Y'all, this is a sacred moment that we call Dear Me, Silvia.
So,
Please.
dear me, I know your heart is breaking and it feels impossible to go on without your dad. You will cry, you will break, but through those cracks the light will enter. For the love you shared with your dad can never die. One day, you will see that grief is not the end, but it is a deeper connection with yourself, with God, with others who also carry the invisible pain. And one day, you will help them heal because you know what it means to hurt this deeply. Your dad will stay with you in a new way, guiding you from heaven, and he will live forever inside your heart. And the light you feel has left you right now will return in ways you can't even imagine.
Thank you for sharing that with us. I'm giving you some and I need it as well. As you're reading, I can feel the love that you had for your father, the pain. I lost my father years ago, and hearing you read just brought back, it never completely goes away. I miss him the same today as I did yesterday, as if I had just found out he passed away. As you read the words you shared with us out loud, what part of your letter hit you the hardest and why?
That I thought the light has left me
Yes.
for good.
Yes.
And I would tell the me in the past that the light can never leave you.
It can never leave you. They're always with us, but that initial moment of realizing that you can't touch them, you can still talk to them, but not having those face-to-face conversations, it's very real, it's very painful. What do you think that version of yourself, fresh in the pain of losing your father, needed most in that moment?
Community. People who would understand my pain.
Yes.
And today's world is a little tough.
It's different, right?
It's different. So I had to find communities
Yes.
in the States on the internet
Oh,
and become a
wow.
part of them. And that helped me. We were literally counting days from when it happened. And
Until the day. So what was the
Yeah.
day number that you realized, I'm getting stronger?
it was maybe 4, 5, 6 months after that when I realized I have moments when I'm not suffering.
Yes.
So we will heal.
Yes.
But it takes time.
It takes time. And they say there's levels to this thing. There are, if I'm not mistaken, 7 stages of
Yes.
grief. So one day we can be all happy, and then the next day you're all falling apart, and then the cycle can repeat itself, all the different stages.
Exactly.
Did writing this letter today feel like a release for you, or more like a reminder of the strength that you've built since then?
It's a beautiful synchronicity, Cassandra, because I teach in my school the inner child work. And that is the most powerful method.
Yes, ma'am.
So when I was told that I'm gonna write a letter in a Dear Me segment, and I said, this is God.
Yes.
And on the way here, I saw the rainbow in the sky.
Oh, I love the signs.
I think this was always meant to be.
Yes, I believe that as well. And we know what the rainbow means. The rainbow is a sign. It's a sign of promise, a sign of hope, that He is there and that He will protect us.
And your father, your parents as well.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for that. In your letter, Silvia, you spoke of grief as both pain and teacher. How has that perspective changed the way you move through life today?
It made me more compassionate, and I never ever judge people's feelings and emotions. And when someone cries, I hug them and I support them,
Yes.
because I think healing of our emotions is gonna heal this world.
Yes.
We have to allow ourselves to feel. That's why I love this community, because you guys feel and I feel. And in those European countries, we're trying sometimes to be tougher than we really are. So that is my wish for all the world to allow to feel, to express our feelings, to laugh, to cry,
To have empathy, to have compassion, to have a heart.
have a heart.
Thank you so much, Silvia. It's been so nice sitting here chatting with you. God bless you, and we wish you continued success. To all of our viewers, thank you so much for watching us. Y'all could be somewhere else, but you're here with us, and we love you for it. For the culture.
All right now. Come on, everybody. Come on, do this for me. Just scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen, because we've got so much more exclusive content for you only on the Sandra Show.